Tony Ferguson is an animal. An animal.
Like that.
He's the scariest guy at 155 in my word.
I agree.
In my world, because he don't get tired. Yeah. That Cowboy fight freaked me out. Cowboy looked like Tony had bricks in his gloves.
Yeah.
His face was all busted up. Tony didn't look like he had a scratch on him, and Tony wasn't even tired.
Posted a meme, I feel like a couple days ago, he showed like his last 7 opponents.
Yeah, they're all fucked up. Like they all fell off a train. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He has insane power, man. It's like, it's a weird thing, because Tony does stuff to people, and he doesn't get tired.
He doesn't get, he's legit crazy.
Yes.
Like Michael Chandler looks like he's going to the UFC, but moreover, is being talked to about fighting Tony Ferguson. And that is very interesting. I mean, when you start at the very beginning, okay, it's not just who's Tony going to fight. We know Tony's going to fight, but who's the opponent going to be? And it's not going to be Poirier. Who's it going to be? Okay. You also have another story of, if Chandler is coming to the UFC, what do you do with him? Where does he go? You've got a bit of a hot hand there with Chandler, if played correctly.
Because the Cowboy fight, I'm telling you, man, I watched him from the moment they stopped the fight. After the second round, I'm watching him, and he goes back to his corner. Cowboy's face is a mess. He's just beating the shit out of Cowboy. He goes back to his corner. His stomach isn't even heaving.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson. If this was a scary movie, Tony Ferguson would be that guy.
He's El Cucuy.
Yeah,
he's the boogeyman.
They need to make a movie. Like, somebody needs to do some kind of, like, I don't know, mashup of his fights that make him seem like the Jason, the guy that just never goes away, and as soon as you turn around, he's ready to kill you.
Right, it's a big spot, it's going to be a big fight, and he's either going to sink or swim. And the question gets answered either way. How can a champion from this promotion do over in this promotion? And sometimes the answer is great, and sometimes it's not. And the same thing happened a number of years ago with Hector Lombard. It's happened with other guys. I'm just offering you an example that when you have a hot hand, you must play it, and you must also take the risk. Play it as hard and as high as you can. In many ways, Michael Chandler was just declared the #1 contender. In many ways. How else are we to interpret the batter's box? How else are we to interpret the guy that's walking in next, the guy that's willing to walk in just in case? Unless I can rightfully say that he has now been identified as the #1 contender, I don't know what in the hell else we're calling him. I don't know what else we are calling him. I can remember the night Tyron Woodley was getting ready to fight Darren Till, and Usman was begging for, hey, put me in that spot. If anything should happen, put me in. I only offer you that as an example because Usman is now the champion of the world, but in many ways, Usman identified himself as the #1 contender by being willing to do that. So I like the spot. I like the play. I think it's very interesting. Good for Chandler. What's the worst that comes from it for Chandler?